Today, I want to dive into how fostering student agency can transform not just the learning experiences, but actual outcomes. Well, one of the biggest challenges I see in education is keeping students actively involved in their own learning. Now, too often they feel like passengers rather than drivers. And when students lack both voice and choice, they tend to disengage. They're physically present, but mentally they've checked out. I'm sure you've seen it. Students are just going through the motions, but their spark is totally missing. I remember working with a school where disengagement was a real issue. Students just were bored and uninterested. So I suggested we give them more control and starting small, with small choices around topics they cared about. One student who had barely spoken up before chose environmental sustainability, and the shift was incredible. He went from being quiet and withdrawn to confidently presenting his work to the class. That one choice empowered him, and his energy started rubbing off on others. And it reminded me just how powerful agency can be. So how do we empower students with agency? Well, we have to start small. Agency is a big end goal, but it gets there by just offering real, meaningful choices. That's the beginning of it. Let students lead discussions, decide on project topics, and take leadership roles within group work. It doesn't have to be a massive change. Small shifts can lead to big results. But here's the thing. Voice and agency are not the same thing. As I explain in my book, Agents to Agency, voice gives students a vote, but agency gives them autonomy. Completely different things. But definitely, voice is the beginning of the journey to agency. Now, it's not about doing whatever you want. It's about having freedom and lots of freedom, but within clear boundaries. And when students feel like they have ownership over their learning, they show up differently. More motivated, engaged, and ready to contribute. Best of all, learners fall in love with the process of learning itself. I'd love to hear how you're fostering student agency in your classroom or school. Have you noticed a difference when students have more say in their learning? Drop your experiences in the comments below, or reach out if you'd like to explore strategies for building agency further. Let's work together to inspire and empower our learners.